Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Ever since Triple H took over WWE Creative, he has been making some bold moves, raising a lot of eyebrows. While some of them have proved beneficial, others have given rise to controversy. It appears that the game has once again garnered criticisms following a baffling move. Triple H may have damaged Sami Zayn's character after what happened this week on SmackDown. Zayn has been relentlessly pursuing the World Heavyweight Championship for the past 2 years on Monday Night Raw. Back in April this year, Seth Rollins put forth a tempting offer to him, stating that he would give Sami a guaranteed shot at the undisputed WWE title if the latter agreed to move to SmackDown. The visionary vowed that the 41-year-old would be able to fulfill his dream. However, Sami Zayn refused to take that offer. He vowed to stick to Raw and showcased his determination to win the world title on the very brand he was on. But this week, Zayn officially moved to SmackDown, citing that he wanted to win the United States Championship. He kept winning the world title somewhere low on his priority list for now, stating that the US title is currently his main focus. The fact that Sami Zayn turned down a guaranteed world title shot on SmackDown only to move to the brand months later to chase a mid-card title damages his resilient character. Zayn's WWE character has been defined by his relentless pursuit of the World Heavyweight title on Raw. This arc portrayed him as a resilient underdog who refused to take shortcuts and stuck to his goal. However, his recent move to SmackDown questions his credibility and resolve. The Canadian star putting his world title dreams in the backseat shows his vulnerability, as if he has compromised on his dreams. Besides, Sami Zayn, who has been a pivotal part of the Bloodline saga, is well aware that it takes months for superstars to come out of the never-ending vortex of the Bloodline. However, he still chose to be involved with Solo Sikoa and MFT instead of chasing his ultimate dream of becoming a world champion. This move by Triple H has arguably damaged Zayn's WWE character, which was once unflinching in its pursuit of the world title. Triple H may turn Sami Zayn heel on WWE SmackDown very soon. Now that Sami Zayn is on SmackDown, it creates endless opportunities for new feuds and storylines. Although he is currently a beloved babyface, there is a chance that Triple H may turn him heel down the line. Zayn could undergo a shocking character change in the coming months. The 41-year-old has been chasing the world title for quite some time. There is a good chance that he would feud with Cody Rhodes at some point for the undisputed WWE Championship. Initially, WWE could keep pushing him as an underdog babyface during the potential feud with Rhodes. However, Triple H could turn him heel midway, similar to how Kevin Owens turned heel and feuded with the American Nightmare. This could give rise to a compelling heel versus face feud on SmackDown. Moreover, Sami Zayn's potential character change could also showcase his desperation to become a world champion. There is a good possibility that WWE may pull off such a move, as Zayn's character currently needs a reboot. However, it is currently speculation. It remains to be seen what Triple H has in store for the former Intercontinental Champion. Subhasish Deb is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. Apart from penning engaging articles, Deb has also done scriptwriting for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. WWE under the leadership of Triple H has undoubtedly ushered in a new era of creativity, long-term storytelling, and wrestling-driven programming. However, even the game isn't immune to criticism, and in recent months, fans and insiders alike have begun pointing out questionable booking decisions that may hurt certain talents in the long run. One of the most glaring examples comes in the form of a 41-year-old WWE icon whose character took significant damage after his latest appearance on SmackDown. While Triple H has been praised for elevating stars like Gunther, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, and the Judgment Day, the same cannot be said for AJ Styles. At 41 years old, the Phenomenal One remains one of the most respected and talented performers in the industry. Yet, WWE's handling of him on SmackDown has raised serious questions about whether his legacy and credibility are being chipped away by short-sighted booking. AJ Styles' legacy as a WWE icon. Before diving into the most recent incident, it's important to highlight AJ Styles' importance to WWE. A global wrestling legend before stepping into a WWE ring in 2016, Styles quickly established himself as a main event caliber performer. His classic matches with John Cena, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Daniel Bryan solidified him as one of the company's top stars. At 41, AJ is in the twilight of his career, but that doesn't mean he should be booked as a stepping stone. Instead, he should be treated as the seasoned veteran who can still deliver instant classics while mentoring the next generation. Unfortunately, his current trajectory on SmackDown suggests that his aura as phenomenal is slowly being stripped away. What happened on SmackDown? On the latest edition of SmackDown, AJ Styles was positioned in a storyline that many fans felt undermined his credibility. Coming off weeks of momentum where he appeared to be re-establishing himself as a serious contender, Styles was instead booked in a manner that made him look weak and irrelevant in the bigger picture. The issue wasn't just that AJ lost. Wrestling is full of wins and losses. The problem lies in how the defeat was presented. Styles was dominated, given little chance to showcase his unique offense, and left looking like just another veteran being used to elevate someone else's storyline. Worse, there was no follow-up or post-match angle that suggested his loss was leading to something meaningful. Instead, the booking screamed of a filler role, a dangerous position for someone of his stature. Why Triple H's decision was damaging. Triple H is often credited for giving wrestlers creative freedom and protecting their characters, but AJ's treatment contradicts this philosophy. Here's why many believe this was damaging. 1. Undermines his star power. AJ Styles is not just another name on the roster, he's a future Hall of Famer. Having him lose in a flat, one-dimensional match on SmackDown strips away the aura that made him special. Fans see him less as a main event star and more as a gatekeeper for younger talent. 2. Age perception. At 41, AJ's prime years may be behind him, but the man can still deliver better matches than 90% of the roster. By booking him as fragile or expendable, WWE inadvertently highlights his age in a negative way, instead of showcasing his longevity as a positive. 3. Lack of creative direction. Perhaps the most damaging aspect is the absence of a clear storyline. AJ Styles deserves a narrative that engages fans and gives purpose to his role. Without that, every loss feels like wasted potential. Fans react. This isn't the AJ Styles we know. The WWE Universe made their frustrations loud and clear on social media following SmackDown. Many fans argued that AJ Styles is being wasted and should be in a prominent feud, not being used as a stepping stone. Some common reactions included: AJ Styles is a legend, not a jobber. Triple H needs to wake up. This feels like how WWE misused guys like Kurt Angle in their final years. If AJ isn't going to be in the world title picture, at least give him meaningful rivalries. This backlash proves that fans still care deeply about Styles, but it also highlights the urgency of rehabilitating his character before long-term damage is done. Missed opportunities for AJ Styles. The damage is amplified by the opportunities WWE has missed in recent months. AJ could have been featured in several storylines that would have elevated both himself and others. A bloodline storyline involvement. AJ feuding with Solo Sikoa or Jimmy USO could have given him relevance in WWE's biggest angle. Mentoring role with the OC. WWE has repeatedly teased using the OC, but Styles hasn't been positioned as the true leader he could be. IC or US title run. Instead of being used in throwaway losses, AJ could have elevated the mid-card championships, giving them even more prestige. By not capitalizing on these opportunities, WWE risks letting AJ's final years drift away without the kind of send-off his career deserves. What Triple H should do next. It isn't too late to salvage AJ Styles' character, but action is needed quickly. Here's what Triple H should consider. Give AJ a strong feud. AJ doesn't need to win every match, but he needs to be placed in meaningful rivalries. Pairing him with someone like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, or LA Knight would reignite his aura. Protect his legacy. When AJ loses, it should feel like a monumental event, not just another match. Making his matches competitive and storytelling-driven will help maintain his mystique. Elevate the OC. Repositioning the OC as a serious faction under AJ's leadership could breathe new life into his character while boosting Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and Mia Yim. Prepare for a retirement angle. If AJ is truly winding down his career, WWE should plan a storyline that honors his legacy, perhaps culminating in a WrestleMania match that gives him the send-off he deserves. Triple H has done an admirable job reshaping WWE into a product that emphasizes wrestling and long-term storytelling. But his recent handling of AJ Styles on SmackDown is a clear misstep. At 41, AJ is still capable of delivering phenomenal performances, but WWE's current booking risks damaging his character and legacy. The backlash from fans shows that the WWE Universe still believes in AJ Styles. Now it's up to Triple H to prove that he values the Phenomenal One as more than just a stepping stone. If handled properly, AJ's final years in WWE could still be some of the most memorable of his legendary career. If not, history may look back at this period as a squandered opportunity that tarnished the reputation of one of wrestling's greatest icons.